What if I told you that you could go live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, and more all at once from one single dashboard? Oh, and schedule a pre-recorded content. Today, I'm reviewing Restream. Do you want to see if it's the live stream queen or just another tech headache? Before all that, welcome to GBRLIFE Reviews. I'm Caitlin, and if you're into content tool reviews and real deal feedback with zero fluff, you've come to the right place. But now let's get into Restream. Wait right after my quick intro.
Capture tales in text, it's a written quest. Life's pages turn our treasure chest. Ink spills truth, not a bit less. Our blog shines where the heart confess. Yeah,
So that was fun.
The motherhood maze, balancing acts in the life's grand ballet. Stay engaged.
So what is Restream? It's a multi-streaming platform that lets you broadcast live or pre-record content to multiple platforms simultaneously. So you don't need to be a tech wizard to figure it all out. You can upload, go live, and boom, you're everywhere. And here's what stood out to me. It has a simple dashboard. It's live or scheduled. There's a studio mode where you can add logos, captions, overlays, bring on guests like a pro, a unified chat, something that you would see in Streamlabs or OBS, analytics, and yes, if you're wondering, you can fully brand your stream. So if you were to build something like GBRLIFE, it would let you show up polished, even if you're wearing pajamas. Okay, maybe not if you're wearing pajamas, but it's going to make you look a whole lot better than a lot of the other things out there. You want to look polished. That's kind of the whole point. And if it's simplicity that you're looking for, this is it, because it's all about simplicity. But you know what? Is there something else that you like that's similar to this? Please tell me in the comments below, because I would love to review that next. Now here's the deal. I haven't actually gone live on here yet, but I did explore the back end. I did connect my YouTube and I think one other, and I was just kind of playing around in there to see what else I could do. So let's take a little look inside so that you can see what it does as well. This is the interface that you've been looking at the whole time. That's just the front kind of telling you what it does. But this is the dashboard. All you have to do is select New Stream. From there, you either stream like you're going to stream. You can use the encoder. You can add a video or playlist. Playlist was actually one of my favorites, which I didn't mention because I wanted to show you live. Or you can record without going live. Isn't that nice? So this right here is already showing a few more features that some other tools don't necessarily have. Now, admittedly, one of the places that I actually do my recordings is Streamlabs. So I will say you can record in other tools, but scheduling? I mean, say no more. Okay, technically you can record and schedule in other places too, but this one just makes it easier because it's not complicated. Now, if you're going to do past streams, you'd go right here, video storage, but here's the fun part, channels. I connected Twitch and YouTube. And if you're going to add any more, look at all of these options. That's one thing that's different about Restream. You have this many options to select from, including TikTok Live, Instagram. I mean, some of these I've never even heard of, but it's kind of cool. You can go live on it. And then there's analytics. Here it is. Now, I haven't gone live, so there's no real analytics. And that's okay. But on here, you can see, you can look through chat messages, a whole bunch of information that you're going to want to see and know when you've gone live to see what works and what doesn't. Also, who may have shown up and who didn't, who supports you. It's important to know these things. And that's pretty much it. That's Restream. Now, I'm sure you're expecting something grand, but this is just about getting you live and getting you out there. This is a great tool because that's really all it is. And that is a good thing. As somebody who uses Streamlabs, I use it, I'm used to it, I like it, but it took some time getting used to. It is not a click and play. This is a click and play. So what does all this cost? Well, as you can see, I'm under the free plan. So everything you just saw there, with the exception of the amount of channels, pretty much that's all you're going to get for free, which is kind of a lot anyways. But look, you can upgrade. So let's talk pricing. Here it is. This is your pricing. So what do we see here? We see free is, free. And then you have 19 a month, 50 a month. Yes, I'm rounding it up. And you have, I guess I could have just rounded it up to 20 as well, but I feel like the lower number should always just be what the lower number is. So 19, 50, and 240, but it's actually 239. But if you went annual pricing, that would be, or 199. Yeah, I did it again, but then I didn't do it for the 200. Oh, I just did it correctly this time. I mean, it wasn't correct. It was correct for me. But what do you get for all of these things? So basically for free, you're just getting like 2 channels to stream and then not really any storage or anything like that. But for 16 on the annual or 19 monthly, it would be 3 channels that you can multi-stream on and no watermark in the studio. And of course, there's some extra storage and all that fun stuff. 50, you're getting 5 channels and getting the opportunity to split audio and video. And you have team members that can go in there. And then let's just be honest with ourselves. The largest amount of business, you're going to get everything and anything in all. Okay, there's enterprise too. We didn't talk about that. So above and beyond, yeah, they're going to do that there. But that's like your white glove. This one is more like you get everything they offer. They're just not going to babysit you. Enterprise, they'll babysit you. So it depends on what you want. And if you're someone like that, looking at some of my videos, hi, I'm Caitlin. Contact me. But other than that, this is a great tool for simplicity, but you should probably look into Streamlabs if you're going this big. But anyways, more of the story here though is you get all of these features as you start to pay for things. If you went standard, you'd get a lot of what you want, but most people are going to want the majority at professional. Why am I saying this? Because for example, video quality is starting at 1080p or full HD for your professional. That's what you want. And then also having 3 channels. Oh no, this one's 5 channels to stream on at the same time. And if you think about it, that's going to be your mains like LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and I can't think of another one, Twitch. I just thought of another one off the top of my head. So that's it. That one actually just makes the most sense. But if you're like a smaller company and you're kind of just wanting to start out, $20 a month is not bad. Boo, round it up. Yes, I did. Okay. So now that we've talked about all of that fun stuff, let's discuss if it's actually worth using this thing. For creators and small businesses trying to show up on multiple platforms without the chaos, I'm just going to get straight to it. Yes, it's worth it. But the free plan is limited and you're capped at 2 destinations and stuck with the Restream logo. So if you want the full package, you're just going to have to pay for it. But it is worth it because it's simple. So I'm going to go into GBRLIFE ratings and tell you right now, the GBRLIFE ratings for this one is a 3.5 out of 5. Look, I love what I saw because it's clean, it's powerful, and it has some major conveniences. And I'm going to be honest, it's not horrible in price, but I'm docking 1.5 points because I think the free tier could actually offer a bit more to help people get really good at it and get the feel and want to kind of go in and pay for a little bit more. They offer a lot more anyways, but just add a little bit more to the free, give people a little bit more of what they want. Because fact of the matter is, a lot of these other tools that are doing this as well are actually cheaper. The difference is, again, the learning curve. When it comes to Restream, there's none. When it comes to Streamlabs OBS, there's ton. I said what I said. But either way, if you're building a brand, running a podcast, or just trying to simplify your live content, Restream, I do think, is worth a look. All right, that is it for this week's review. But as you know, with all of our content on GBRLIFE.com and our fabulous Mama Koala clothing line, you don't have to be without GBRLIFE in your life. And don't forget to check out last week's review of Video AI, also known as Kuso AI, for another review. And also, like if you found this helpful, and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. And I will see you soon. Until next week, bye.